Singapore Airlines is Australia's most frequent international visitor, running around 140 weekly flights. But today, I'm not in one of their famous suites or their lie-flat business cabin. I'm in the back in economy, that too on the oldest aircraft, the Boeing 777. Join me on my 7-hour flight from Singapore to Melbourne to find out if the 2026 Singapore Airlines Economy Class experience is as good as I fondly remember it. Singapore's Changi Airport is consistently rated as one of the best airports in the world, and it's always a pleasure to catch a flight from here. Singapore Airlines serves 7 Australian cities, but Melbourne gets the most love with 5 daily flights. Today, I'm on the late evening departure SQ227. I was traveling hand luggage only on the strip, so after collecting my boarding pass, it was straight through to immigration. But if you are checking in luggage, Singapore Airlines baggage allowance can vary from 25 kg to 30 kg depending upon your fare type. Virgin Australia's partnership with Singapore Airlines also means that if you have Velocity Gold status or above, you could get priority check-in as well as an additional 15 kg of baggage allowance on top of that. Now Virgin Australia has a mishmash of partnership with airlines, but this one with Singapore Airlines thankfully also extends to lounge access. Velocity Gold members and above can access the KrisFlyer Gold Lounge before your Singapore Airlines flight, even if you're traveling in economy. I was a little short on time, so I skipped the lounge, but I did make a quick stop at TWG on my way to the gate. Now today's flight departs out of Terminal 1, which is a bit unusual for Singapore Airlines. Usually their flights depart out of Terminal 2 or 3.
So you just wait at the back.
My boarding pass wouldn't scan initially at the gate, so I had to wait around for a few minutes while they had to sort it out manually. Soon enough it was time to board, and let's take a closer look at today's aircraft. Singapore Airlines operates 22 Boeing 777-300ERs. It is a 4-class product that includes first class at the front and offers a total of 264 seats. At the back, the economy cabin contains 184 seats in a 333 configuration, which is becoming increasingly rare among 777 operators. I made my way past the huge business class cabin and the more intimate premium economy cabin before finally reaching my economy class seat for the day, 44K, a window seat on the right side. The economy cabin on the 777 has that classic Singapore Airlines look. It's not the most modern cabin in the sky, but it's clean, well maintained, and immediately familiar. The 333 layout makes the cabin feel spacious, at least around the shoulders, and the 32 inches of pitch gives some breathing room for the knees. Starting from the top, each seat comes with a coat hook that's next to the IFE screen. The 11-inch interface can be controlled by both touchscreen and a handset. Below the screen, you have the iPod jack and 2 USB charging ports. Also, there are additional AC power outlets under the seat. I like the cup holder on the side that's separate to the tray table. The main tray table itself folds in half, giving you the flexibility depending upon what you need it for. And built right into the tray table, a vanity mirror that you won't find on most economy products. Lastly, there are generous split seat pockets for storing your essentials. A copy of the Kris Shop magazine can also be found here. As part of the amenities, a pillow and a blanket were waiting at every seat, but in a pleasant surprise for economy class, hot towels were provided just before pushback.
It is our pleasure to have all of you with us this evening on the Boeing 777 aircraft. Is your captain speaking by me? Flight time this evening, 6 hours and 30 minutes and a half hours. We'll be cruising at 35, climbing towards 37 as the flight time comes. As for the weather forecast, generally fine weather, just a couple of areas where we might get some. Later on, before we descend to Melbourne, we'll come back and give you more arrival information. Once again, on behalf of my crew, thank you very much for choosing to fly Singapore.
We took off just on time with a flight time of 6 hours and 25 minutes to Melbourne. Now, I was planning to sleep most of this flight, so let me take you through the in-flight entertainment before I forget. The 11-inch screen has kept pace despite its age. It's responsive, easy to navigate, and the content library is excellent. Live TV is available as an option as well. Wi-Fi is included and free on all Singapore Airlines flights. In economy, you do need to enter your KrisFlyer number. But here's the thing, you don't even need to have it on your boarding pass. Just connect to the onboard Wi-Fi and enter your number when prompted. Around 1 hour after takeoff, the meal service began. There were 3 options provided, and I went with the black pepper chicken with steamed rice. Good flavors, but a small portion. The tray itself came well stocked, a salmon salad, some cheese and crackers, and a pudding for dessert. For economy class, this is a generous spread. And metal cutlery, of course, which is a standard on Singapore Airlines flights. Overall, I would say this is a solid but not overly exciting meal service. With that, it was time to catch some rest. Eye shades on, which by the way are available on request. Look, no economy class product is truly comfortable to sleep in, especially on a red eye. But this is probably as good as it gets on a Boeing 777. The pitch and the seat width help, and the window seat gave me a wall to lean against. Personally though, I still prefer the modern A330neo layouts like Malaysia Airlines, simply because of the 242 layout. I did manage to get some decent sleep though, and woke up with just an hour and a half to go, thereby missing the refreshment service. This is usually in the form of a basic puff pastry, so honestly, not too bothered. So I took a walk to the rear of the aircraft and stepped into one of the biggest lavatories you will find in economy class. The Boeing 777 typically has 5 toilets serving the economy cabin, and these 2 at the back come with some serious real estate. Singapore Airlines has also lined the walls with mirrors, which makes the space even bigger. I was impressed by how clean it was despite being so late in the flight, and there was some basic amenities on hand. As we commence our descent into Melbourne, it's time for the verdict. The Boeing 777 is not the newest product in the sky, but Singapore Airlines has done a great job of maintaining it, and it rarely feels its age. The IFE screen has kept pace, the free Wi-Fi is a genuine bonus, and the seat remains competitive for a 777 layout. The soft product is at its usual best, the food is good for economy class, and the little details like the hot towels before pushback and metal cutlery add up to give a premium feel even at the back of the plane. I would still prefer to be on the A350 for a more modern experience. But if you end up on the 777, you're still in good hands, and Singapore Airlines remains one of the best ways to fly between Asia and Australia. Let me know what you guys think about Singapore Airlines Economy Class in the comments below.
been a pleasure serving you on this flight. Thank you for flying Singapore Airlines, a member of Star Alliance.